I'm Michael Finley. I'm a director of the Greenwich Enterprise Board. We are a social enterprise working for the regeneration of Greenwich, and in particular helping the small business sector and providing places for them to work. We acquired this site and it didn't lend itself to a traditional industrial estate build. There wouldn't have been much space on it. I think if we had just gone up, say, 2 stories in a conventional build, we'd have had a quarter of the tenants on this site that we currently have got. So, you know, it was a solution which has worked.
Hello, I'm Alex Tadeka. I'm a founding director of dRMM Studios. We're an architecture practice that specializes in timber architecture. My first impression of the design brief and the client were great. Here's a client who has a social agenda. He's fighting a rearguard action to keep industry and making in urban contexts, something that's disappearing all too quickly. So that was exciting. The building might be considered unconventional in its form. And this is because we took the very logical strategy of placing the smaller units at the lower level of the building and then increasing in size to the top. The advantage of that is a small footprint and the overhang is good for a timber building. The disadvantage, if you like, and this is a good reflection on the bravery of the client, is that it is unconventional and we had a lot to prove, you know, not just structurally and from the point of view of material. Engineered timber is not an automatic choice for the industrial sector. As we know, that it's usually a metal frame, a metal building. What we've done here that perhaps was more difficult was to persuade the local authority, building insurers, building regulations. But of course, once persuaded, you have a much better product on your hands, far more sustainable than you could ever achieve with a metal building. Most industrial buildings are utilitarian by nature. They're a site of work. Things have to get done inside them. There's not much attention paid to the role that they have in the context or in the community. Sometimes there's not much attention paid to the well-being of people working in them even. So there's many issues that we wanted to address at the same time as making a workspace.
Hello, I'm Cindy, the founder of the Korean Pantry. We make kimchi and a variety of seasoning and Korean chili oil and sauces. We have moved into the WorkStack last September and we have been growing the business ever since. So the previous workspace was a warehouse with everything that it's entitled. So it was getting in the way of my work in a sense. Moving into the WorkStack has really helped my business grow because the size of the unit itself is perfect for me. It's slightly too big, which means I'm going to be able to grow into it without having to move in the next 6 months. But it's not so big that I'm like lost in space. So that's really practical.
Hello, I'm Yasu.
And I'm Lisa.
We are Mentsen, and we are a design studio mainly focused on furniture and industrial design and furniture making. Moving here allowed us to get a bigger machines and generally better functioning workshop. And also this building being like new build and with very good insulation level, it's easy to keep temperature and moisture or like humidity level very constant. That's really important or beneficial for us working with timber because they are very sensitive to those elements.
Hi, I'm Alex from Base Bike. We deal with those electric bikes and we're well known as electric bike conversion specialist. I mean, this space is twice bigger than my previous one, and I would expect a lot of scale up from this kind of space. Yeah, space was our challenge previously because we got more bikes coming in. They tend to stay quite a while in our units because we need to do a lot of work on them.
My name is Cindy. I'm a founder of Healthy Being. So we're a branded workwear, footwear, and PPE distributor. We're based in London, North Greenwich, here at Unit 6 WorkStack. Personally, I live very close in this region. So I live in North Greenwich, which is only like 10-15 minute walk around here. So it's really easy commute, and the building itself is very pretty and it's very functional as well, because we need industrial space that is also suitable for office. It started off we just needed office space, and then we moved from units 4 to 6 because we needed more space, and the transition was perfect. And also GEB is just really good landlord and very easy to speak with, very easy to work with as well.
My name is Yip Siu. I'm a senior project officer working in regeneration at the Greater London Authority, and also lead on the thinking as part of the Good Growth by Design program in terms of industrial intensification and co-location. With more than 99% of businesses in London as SMEs, the crucial role they play across the economy cannot be underplayed. With rental values at £15 per square metre in outer London, rising to £22 to £23 per square metre in inner London, based on the LLS reports, the undersupply of industrial land has led to increasing industrial rents and property values that in some locations outstrip housing. We need to innovate the sector to deliver a wide range of fit-for-purpose, efficient and well-designed spaces for industrial buildings that support our local economies. So the benefits of the stacked industrial typology has brought GB and also various other industrial occupiers a range of benefits, looking at maximizing the site efficiency, but also ensuring that there is a level of exchange and also efficiency in terms of the building fabric and services that are shared by all the tenants within the space.
The ability to put this amount of viable workspace on a really small site is hugely important. That's what we set out to not to prove, because we didn't know it would work. We set out to determine if it was possible, and quite clearly it is. It's a very, very comfortable place to be and to work and come and go. So that, I think, has a place anywhere in London. I think it has a place in mixed developments. I think that most residents would feel pretty comfortable about living next door to this building, which certainly was not the case with industrial developments, say 5, 10, 20 years ago.